Mountain Bookstore in Laramie, Wyoming. They have signed copies of Baking Yesteryear. If you want to go out of your way, you can get in touch with them. I don't know if I should say that, but business is business. I'll sign books for them. If they sell books and make a profit, we'll do it. Sebby says, my 6-year-old watches your videos with me and says, Aggie, I was born in Casper, Wyoming. Oh, love Casper. What's being made, says Breath. Well, a mess, first and foremost. But we're also making gumdrop cookies from 1967. I'm way too far south, deep in the heart of Texas. They might ship if you pay. Thank you, Gabrielle. I don't know. It's worth a call. I mean, that's the great thing about small businesses. I'm just a small business type of guy. I like supporting small businesses. I don't know if my suggestion is supporting. I think it is. I'm taking you this way because I need to wash my hands because these are fresh eggies. Did you hear about the U.S. banning TikTok? Is it actually banning TikTok? Because they were actually banning TikTok 5 times. I don't think they are. They passed a bill that made it possible. Thank you, Sweep. Who broke your clock? Oh, yeah. Your shirt looks great. Thank you. I went to baking culinary school like 2 years ago and used to love showing my chef your videos. Ow! I hope your chef didn't, be like, oh my God, that man is the most annoying thing on earth. People said your clock. Yeah. I came out here this morning and do you know what I found on the ground? Do you know what I found on the ground? Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you, hello today. Am I gay? Hey, buddy. Want to go watch some hockey? The new clock. Yes! This fell off the wall at the middle of the night. Now, it's a really well-made clock. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I didn't want to put it back up again. It was just going to fall off and actually break. Because that would be sad. So I'm going to put another nail up in there. Thank you, Gabrielle. What did I just join into? Well, we're talking about clocks. Don't ask me why. Thank you, Juan. Your eyes are so beautiful. Thank you. They help me to see. I wanted to thank you. Oh, thank you. Kelly Sue says, what do I do with all the extra? Oh, I think the stool. Who put that stool there? I give them to friends. For example, I've already given away 6 today. I gave some to Jay Lynn and to Lydia. Also, the best companion in Skyrim. What is a good replacement for coconut? Because I'm allergic. There is no good replacement for coconut. Coconut's one of those things. Truly, there's not. Depending on how they're cooked or what you're doing it in, oats, quick cooking oats can be a good replacement texture-wise. You're not going to get that flavor. What they used to do in the 1920s and the 1930s, thank you, Abby, thank you, Sam, which is why the chocolate sauerkraut cake is a thing, is drained sauerkraut. Drained sauerkraut used to be a replacement for coconut. That's why chocolate sauerkraut cake is a thing. So yeah, but I love coconut. I'm feral for coconut. Thank you, Spire. Thank you, Juan. What's in the trunk by the window? I think 1 or 2 dead raccoons. I'm frying them up for breakfast tomorrow morning. Thank you, James. Where do I live at? I live in the great state, my hip, of disrepair. What are we doing? 2 tablespoons of water. Agua. I'll show you how I use the tap. You pull the thing. No bananas. Wasn't that groundbreaking advice? 1 tablespoon of water. Gotta make sure. 2 tablespoons of water. People say, well, Dylan, why are you adding water to the eggs? I don't know. The lady asked for it. We're gonna do it. Is he gay? No, not at all. Not at all. He's not wearing a sweatshirt that looks like it was made for a 6-year-old. Oh! Thank you, Shari. Staria, it says, not my chef genuinely love your videos and found them hilarious. Oh, well, please give him my regards if you're still in contact, and thank you for showing them to him. Maybe see Frank? Sure. You become flaming, not funny. I become flaming, not funny. Whoa. Sticks and stones may break my bones. You're gonna make me cry. No, you don't went upstairs. Oh, God. Oh, good Lord, says Aaron. Look, this is the internet, baby. You put yourself out there, you're asking for it. You're stylish. Thank you, Belinda. I feel like you watch Dan and Phil. Yeah, not only that, and Tyler Oakley. You're right. Thank you, Layla. You know, you see it, you shoot straight. We're beating some eggies. God, and Thatcher Joe, you remember him? I even went to VidCon to see him. Someone's calling me by my first name. Stop it. What are we cooking? We're baking some cookies from 1967. I wish more guys wore crop tops. They should. I knew I was queer when I saw Nightmare on Elm Street and I saw Johnny Depp in that crop top. Thank you, Tina. In the 80s. Oh boy. Man, I was set. What's the next instructions? We need to add these two together. Beat eggs with water and vanilla, and then we add to the sugar mixture. Okay, you ready for this? Don't make Benjamin cry. No, don't. Can I be a mod, says Matthew. I've actually, okay, thank you. I've not added any mods this year. They're just grandfathered in from like years previous. I don't know how to add. Don't make Benjamin cry. No, don't. Thank you, non-binary. On the team, Yellowbird. Up high in banana tree. Yellowbird. You sit all alone like me, my darling. Did your lady friend? Thank you, Jennifer. Aw, that's very nice. That is the great thing about baking yesteryear. It gets young people interested in baking, and it's really reminiscent of old school baking. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, MGI 2010. It's good to see you again. How's the weather? It's good in Laramie currently. We're going to get a little bit of a storm coming. Connie Frank said confetti gas at the 141 out of 200. Yeah, that's right. We're going to see. I tell you what, we're not making the goal on Friday. We're upping 100 for every day of spring bake. This is so that I continue to do spring bake because God. It should have been an entire week, but now it's just a work week. So we're doing it. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Caitlin, for the confetti. It's goals, right? In order to do things, you set yourself goals and you work towards it. Creaming this together, I'll tell you what, this does not look like a good base. Thank you, sweet. This looks scary. Someone says, as a baker, I love watching you. This looks goopy goops. This looks like something bad happened. This looks like if you put a squirrel in a blender for a few hours, as a matter of fact. Thank you, Daily EST, Eastern Standard Time. It is now Eastern Daylight Time. Did I add vanilla? Yes, I did. You're the definition of ADHD. Anything to use on the dream bars in place of coconut? Oh, no. No. The coconut is essential in dream bars. You'll see it. You'll see it in some cookbooks as walnut bars or pecan bars or these types of things. They all have coconut. That's what makes the recipe special. Now, you could try and make it. You can add in oats in place. I wouldn't use quick cooking oats, rather. Pardon me. I would use rolled oats. But yeah, coconut and dream bars, kind of essential. Frank, thank you, Tina. Have you listened to Prairie Home Companion? No, I've not. You said you'd be using more flour than 2 cups. Yeah, I did add a little bit more extra. And that's because I'll show you what happens next. I did. Not that much. You're right. I probably added only a 1/4 cup extra. That's because I'm not that shy on the coming ingredients. Thank you, James. Honestly, all your mods are absolutely amazing. They are. They're the best. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Zombro. Glad I got your book. Thank you. Love the crop top slay. Hey! Talking about slaying, we need to add in the flour and the oats. So we're adding these two together. That's right. Dylan says oats and gumdrop cookies. Yeah, boy. Thank you, Bex, for the rose. Do I miss Bermuda? Terribly. Preheat oven. Katie Joe, don't you worry, is already preheated, darling. Thank you, chipmunks. I am way too lesbian for this. Means you're in the right place. Thank you, Cassie. Didn't you say Nilla? Yes, we got Nilla at the very beginning. I mixed it together just with the shortening and the butters. But we have 2 cups of oats. This is literally about 1 cup and 2/3 of oats. Rolled oats, old-fashioned oats. Yes, they're not Quaker. Yes, I got store brand. Yes, I like to save money. Thank you, Bex. Saving money is a good thing. Can we hear the beer barrel polka? I may play a little bit. My stomach was your size when I was 16. It actually is the Hollis curse. All of us. My grandfather stayed the same size since high school till he died in the 70s, baby. Thank you, Bex. Thin as a rail. Ba-da-da-da-da! Aiden just got killed. Parker, no! Nut Marpet says, are there any Bermudian recipes you'd like to share with us? Cassava pie. I could upload a 3rd recipe about it. It's great. Parker, please don't do that. Please don't. If you're murdering Aiden, I highly don't recommend that. Anyway, Parker, we're mixing in some oats. We're making cookies. You said when? Now. From when? Oh, 1967. Sorry, I misheard you. Thank you, Vi, and Leanne, and Kat. I've had 4 kids. Too much ice cream now. Oh, never such thing. My favorite is rum raisin. Oh, thank you, Leanne, for the confetti. We're now up to 161. Leanne, hope you're doing well. How's Frank? I'll show you. Maniacal Cat says, what's everyone's favorite color? My favorite color used to be orange, and I painted my whole dead-ass bedroom orange, and I couldn't sleep for weeks. Now my favorite color is British Raisin Green, what Americans call forest green. Thank you, Bex! I want to hear some Shaman's Cattle. Again? Hello from Indiana. Isn't there a song, The Stars Out in Indiana, or something? The stars go out in Indiana. Stars come out in Indiana. I came out, but not in Indiana. I came out in Wyoming. Thank you, Bax. My color is green too. Quill says, kind of want to make something for my friends and teachers after break. Any suggestions? Cowboy cookies? Anzac Bickies if you want to take a chance. Wacky cake's great, but it's kind of hard to transport a cake. Cowboy cookies are fantastic. If you really want to impress them, but also kind of finicky, Melting Moments, they're really fun. Melting Moments is one of those truly unique cookies. It's kind of hard to find a unique cookie anymore. It's kind of like cookie base plus add-ins. Melting Moments. Mwah! Did you use the Nebraska Centennial Cookbook? Yes, the Howell Nebraska Centennial Cookbook. Not only was it filled with numerous index cards, which is where the secret cornbread recipes came from. It was filled with old receipts, newspaper clippings, about half of which were obituaries. But yeah, 1987, Howell Centennial Nebraska Cookbook. Amazing cookbook. Thank you, Tessa. Thank you, Sweep658. I love to bake a chocolate chip cookies. That's cool. That's insane. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Peg a Bug, for the rose. Yeah, a lot of the best things about using old cookbooks is what you find in them. Some of my favorite things in old cookbooks aren't in fact the recipes at all, but like the advertisements that you find for nearby local businesses. Leanne, thank you for the confetti. You're taking us to our goal at the very end. That's a terrible joke. St. Patty's Day is coming up soon. I might be in Philadelphia on St. Patty's Day. Da-dum, da-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-doo. Thank you, Bex. I love your earrings and your shirt. Thank you. Advertisements. Next. That's enough. You make baking look so fun. Faith, I don't make it look fun. It is fun. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh my God, another bakery. Yes. Did you know that bakery isn't just a place where baking takes place? Bakery is synonymous, or rather parallel to cookery. Cammy and Coted for the 11th. Did I miss the eggies? Yeah, the eggies are already in. Sorry. These cookies are stiff as a board. Goddamn, I did not need to add extra flour, I don't reckon. Oh! So Dylan, what comes next? We're doing really something rather interesting. We need to add in a cup of walnuts. Carolyn and Allison actually sent me black walnuts this time last year. Black walnuts, if you've never tasted them, thank you, Bex, thank you, just said. If you've never tasted them, they're kind of bitter, kind of musky, really good. I like things that are pungent. That's why I like venison. That's why I like goat. Hi, Dylan Hollis. Good evening! Uncle Danny in the house! Everybody, he's here. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Dakota. One of the OGs, the actual my Uncle Danny. How you doing? Hope everything's doing well. Have to go now. Goodbye, Jesse. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Chipmunks. I'm going to do a basic interactive poll. As a quick poll. You do the smiley face for yes, I can use black walnuts. You do the crying face for no, find another nut. And if you say no, we will find a different type of nut. Black walnuts are very bold. They're very pungent. That's why they say naturally bold flavor. Black walnuts, if you're a homeowner and you have them on your property, normally, you guys are the ones who told me this, you get very upset. Thank you, Dakota, for the gem gun. Dakota, I very much appreciate that. Does anyone have a black walnut tree on their property? Apparently, they're messy. They drop everything all the darn time. Thank you, Bad Kitty, for the hi bear. Maybe answer after the poll's done so I don't miss your comments. My kids pelted each other with black walnuts. Oh, no. Thank you. Becky said we did before moving. Reagan and Miriam and Tawny Bell send a fire. My husband used to, says A&M Recreations. They are messy. And I'm someone who really prides themselves on all the nuts that I've tasted and like to interact with. I can't get enough of them. Okay, I used to have one very messy, all the black stains. Oh no. Well, these are already pre-chopped for us. You told me yes. So we have voted to be able to use black walnut. We're gonna put in a cup. You ready? Thank you, Bex. League D1 number 56. We're in League 1? What are y'all doing? Thank you, Levi. I don't know actually what that means. Is that good? Benjamin, Velveeta Fudge. It's really good. I want to see Ashlyn and Carolyn's black walnuts. Ashlyn's and Carolyn's black walnuts. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, JT. Woo! A cup, I want to say, is about 2 handfuls. A lot of people undermeasure a cup, overmeasure half a cup. Now, ain't that funny? More juice. And a lot of people underestimate a tablespoon. A tablespoon is a fair amount of liquid. Thank you, Tina. Black walnut shells are used for dyes, too. They're like sweet and nutty. Oh, I should. Yeah, you have to be very careful with walnuts. They are still in date, despite the fact that I got them a year ago because they were sealed. You know immediately. A lot of people can't stand it. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And thankfully, that's why there are different types of tea on this planet. But here comes the really interesting part of the evening. This recipe is for gumdrop cookies. However, this lady says 2 cups of gumdrops without licorice cut into small pieces, which means that she's really just looking for candied fruit. Because the thing that which makes gumdrops is licorice. Thank you, next. Thank you, Jennifer. Everything else is just like, candied fruit. This. I got so excited when I saw this at the co-op. Candied cantaloupe. Walnuts taste like choking. I would guess that you don't like walnuts then. Candied cantaloupe. I can't tell you how incredible this is. It smells like, I don't know, what those kids are, got those little sticks that they go, and they're nicotine delivery systems. It smells like that. That kind of really sweet, but it's all natural. All that's in here is a little bit of sugar, cantaloupe, and citric acid. May contain pits and fragments, but I got pits, 2 of them. Hey! Thank you, Cookie. I just didn't want to say the word. But come to our Black Walnut Festival. You have a Black Walnut Festival? James, that's so cool. There's a Black Walnut Festival in West Virginia. Twisted Edges. Thank you, Kristen and Cookie. Kristen, that's very kind of you. My 19-year-old Nana is a huge fan. I bought her your book and she loves it. Aw, Twisted Elegance. Please tell your Nana I said hi. My mom is severely allergic to cantaloupe. That's too bad. Anyway, when I have hard things to cut, I do just use the scissors. Don't worry, these scissors came out of the dishwasher. I've started saying scissors for 1 pair of scissors. Please pass me the scissors. Growing up, I heard quite a lot of people say it's a scissor. 1 scissor, 1 pair of scissor. Also, overalls. Thank you, Tape. Thank you, Morgan, for the fireworks. I have a legitimate question for you. Gumdrops in the USA do not contain licorice. This is a Alabama cookbook that says 2 cups of gumdrops without licorice. So there must be some. Overalls. Is it 1 overall? 1 pair of overall? They have 2 legs, but they're 1 unit. Is it overalls plural? A pair of overalls? Or is it just overalls? Aunt Brenda says a pair. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Nod. I appreciate that. A pair of overalls. Always plural. Pair of overalls, says Tammy. Aha! Okay. 1 pair of pants, a pant. No! Shut up. There is a unifying body to overalls, okay? Pants distinctively have a little bit of midriff and a lot of legs. Overall are equal. Thank you, Bad Kitty. My 7-year-old son and I absolutely love you. Oh, thank you, Corianne. No, that's a spice. Thank you, Karina. Overalls also think we add onions. Please don't add onions to your gumdrops. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're making cookies from 1967. Pull up a chair. Thank you, Brad. Licorice is a flavor from a root. Gumdrops aren't any flavor. There are licorice-flavored gumdrops in gumdrop mixes. Licorice is not just a flavor from a root. Licorice can also be from aniseed. Thank you, Leanne. Many things create the licorice flavor, my friend. Why do your eyes look so magnificent? I've been using them eyelash serums that you see all over the place. People say, I'll grow your eyelashes. I said, I want eyelashes. And I did, but they make my eyelids a little bit red. I can't stand licorice. I can't either. I have to sit down. It was a terrible joke. Gypsy sent a finger heart, thank you. Slay! Most purple gumdrops are licorice. Oh no, I can't stand licorice. You know also, I can't stand lavender candies. I grew up in Bermuda, probably in Britain and Canada too. We had these little itty bitty, it must have been this long. It must have been like this thick. And they were metallic purple packets of lavender candy. And I'll be damned, they taste like soap. Thank you, Leanne, for the rose. Liza, I don't know if you'll ever meet me. It's soap! I said, why are you selling soap? She says, we're not. We do have soap. It's in that aisle. I said, no, right here. She said, that's the lavender candy. Leslie says, we had them here too. I love your pearl earrings. Thank you. Thank you, Shaki. Thank you, Megan. You need to get a plant for little Frank. I know. Do you like Pop Rocks? I love Pop Rocks. Anyway, we need just about 2 cups. So we need to chop up some more cantaloupe here. They're called violets. Violets! Violets! Yes! They're called Parma violets. Look them up. They're soap. You really want to eat soap? Parma violets, baby. Look, they're delicious. Like earthy tastes like dirt. I wouldn't say it tastes like dirt. To me, it tastes like soap. I'm going to be in Philly. Yes, I'll be in Philly in the 16th. Oh God, let's not drop in all the cantaloupe. What brand is that? This Go Nuts. Originally, we were in the store, me and Bug and I. And we're like, oh, those are nuts. Because they say nuts. Thank you, Lily Gloom, for the finger hearts. But no, they're candied cantaloupe. I'm guessing it's one of those places, nuts.com. They're one of those sites where you can just like pick all sorts of candied or freeze-dried fruits. Pretty cool. What are you cutting up? This is dried cantaloupe. We're going to use these in these cookies in place of the gumdrops. We just are, because we like experimenting. Hey, are you the guys who makes weird recipes? No, not at all. My hands are sticky. Oh boy. You know, daylight savings, I expected to feel a lot more springy. And I don't feel springy yet. I think that's because it's still cold. And I don't know what to do about that. Do you guys have a date on your calendar? Do you have a date on your calendar where you start feeling summery? Like, is it the last day of school? Is it Memorial Day? Like, what is the day that you say, oh my God, we have now transferred to winter, spring to summer? For me, it's May 24th. Brandon says July 4th. Whew. Mel says May 15th. Mother's Day? June 21st. June 21st. Well, that's the official one, isn't it? Thank you, Coast. May 16th, says JMO. We have Bermuda Day on May 24th, which is normally the first day where we get to swim in the water because it's warm enough. August 17th. Okay, your summer can't start on August 17th, honey. That's like the beginning of fall, where I am when school ends. Yeah, that's how I was when I was in school. Completely makes sense. This smells so good. Daughter's last day of school. I thought you were about to say Daughter's Day. It's like, they can't have a daughter day. Hold on, thank you, Corina. This is a really good answer. Vay says, or Vi, June 21st, because that's the solstice. Memorial Day weekend is when most pools open here, though. Okay. Thank you, Corina. June 27th. Here's what we're going to do. We need to stir in by hand. Roll. Does that mean using our hands, or does that mean like just stirring with a spoon by hand? Thank you, Rocky. I think stirring with a spoon. Then roll into balls the size of walnuts. Walnuts with the shells or walnuts without the shells? These are candied cantaloupe. Sweep 658 and a fire. Thank you. What are we making tonight? We are making gumdrops with candied cantaloupe. I keep saying candied cantaloupe because they're so sweet that they seem candied, but they're not. I don't know. This is pretty stiff. We might have to use our hands. You know, when it's stiff, it kind of just begs for you. You just want to get your hands on it. You know what I mean? Just looking at you in the face. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You can't deny that, baby. Thank you, Sarah. Please come to Bremerton or Seattle. I've already been to Seattle. I'm going to have to use my hands. Sorry, friends. This is far too stiff. Thank you, Jade. I'm going to have to use my hands. Don't make fun of me. Sometimes you can do this. Say, oh my God, wash your hands. I was about to say, no, they get baked anyway, but I probably should. Only because use some fresh eggs. You're so naughty. No, I'm not. Hi from Scotland. It's easier sometimes. Yes, it is. It is, especially when you're lonely, Goosey. Can you use candied mango? Yeah. I mean, the one thing I like to, the one piece of advice that I like to impart to people is that treat recipes as a set of instructions, as building blocks, as a recipe, just that in its definition, insofar as you don't need to follow it precisely. If things say a cup of pecans, you don't have to say, oh, I wish I could use a cup of macadamia nuts. Just use it. Literally. Michigan already has almost 80-degree days. What? Empire Cookies in my book? No. Isn't Empire that place that sells carpets and flooring? Thank you, Bex. Thank you, Dakota. Oh, boy. Hi from California. Anyway, we're going to start using our hands tonight. Are you going to make a second book? I would love to write a second book. I really would. That's all I can say. We're using our hands this evening. Am I a vegan? I am not a vegan. No. It's very hard to be a vegan and a baker. It's easier these days. Oh, my God. It's easier these days to be gluten-free and to be a baker. Hello from Denver. Good evening, Soggy. Dakota said it's Colin. It's very easy to be gluten-free, celiac, and be a baker these days. But vegan's really hard. Only because when meringues come, you have an issue. I am correct that we so far have no substitute for egg whites beaten to meringues, right? Thank you, Bad Kitty. Right? There is no vegan substitute for meringue and white. There's not. How do you feel about lard? I hate lard. Don't talk about lard to me. Chickpea water. Chickpea liquid? Garbanzo bean can water. Does it get stiff? Really? Aquafaba. I know aquafaba. Wait, is aquafaba just chickpea water? It is, isn't it? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Thank you, Alicia, for the rose. Lard is a sin. That's one of my favorite songs. You know it's true when I say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Be free, my cookie children. Yes, it is. Okay. Look at this. These smell so very interesting. Look at our cookie dough. It's coming together, right? It had me at the beginning, but it's coming together. The black walnuts impart a very distinct taste, and thus smell. Be free, says Goosey. Did I drop things on the floor? It really looks good. What time do I go live? Anywhere between 8 and 8:15 p.m. Or, I can tell the truth and say anywhere between 8 and 8:30. This evening I went live at, 8:20? I missed you, says Gregory Stitch. I missed you too. Crop top, honey? Yeah, it's Crop Top Tuesday. I get to wear a crop top. I think a lot of men should wear a crop top. Gotta love some nuts. I won't be wearing no crop top tomorrow, though. We're supposed to get really cold. Thank you, Alicia. Nuts.com is fabulous. I promise you that is a site where you can buy just nuts and assorted not vegetables, but fruits and stuff. Got your book at Aldi. I love it. Why, thank you. It looks fine. Yeah, it does, actually. But we need to roll the balls the size of a walnut. I think we're going to use a scooper. Single, says AJ Martinez. I'm very single. When can we get a house tour? You want to get a house tour? Well, all we got to do is put these things in the oven. Let me make sure I don't step on any dough. It's 11:22 p.m. here. It's just gone 9:22 p.m. here. Did I eat cookie dough? No, I did not. I didn't eat cookie dough. Do you guys remember the song? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, well. Am I the only one with that memory? Oh, Veggie Tales. I know. I woke up and that's been stuck in my head. Why did I use tinfoil? God! Ow! We'll use that for later. I love VeggieTales. That's my favorite VeggieTales song. I never knew if it was a VeggieTales song, but growing up, Tyler, my brother, used to sing this song, and he was always like, the bunny, oops, I ate the bunny. I was like, Tyler, what are you singing about? Are you eating bunnies? I don't think that's an actual song, but my brother used to yell about eating the bunny, and I don't actually think there was a song. That's one great one too. It's not actually a song. Wait, no, it's not. That's also VeggieTales. That's about a chocolate Easter bunny. Confidential says I was in rehab for Christmas and New Year's. I hope it was beneficial. I've been there before. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Mixie says, does working the dough a lot cause cookies to be tough? Yes, it does. It's less of a problem with cookies because of the density of the finished product. It's a big problem for quick breads, things with a lot of air in them. Compared to quick breads and stuff, cookies don't necessarily have a lot of air in them, or if they do, it's hidden by the fact that the cookie is a denser, more crunchier baked good. So you can work them a lot. Take, for example, shortbread. You beat the living daylights out of shortbread. Still good, right? You beat the living daylights out of a quick bread. You get a lot of gluten development where you don't want gluten development. The cheeseburger song. Stop abusing the eyelash curler. Hey, Becky Lydia, I don't use an eyelash curler. It's been suggested to me now that my eyelashes are long enough. You're unlocking deeply buried childhood memories. Bad Bunny song. Oh no. What are we doing? Okay, we're rolling balls. Fondling, if you will. Balls the size of a walnut. How big's a walnut? I've never seen a walnut outside of the shell. Well, probably once in my life. I've never seen a walnut outside of the shell. Have you? I will not. Have you made sourdough? I have. I also left a bread dough recipe rising in the fridge for like a week. And I baked it and it turned out pretty good. Tasted shower. Ping pong ball sized. Okay, 3 inches or so. Get some 3-inch balls on here. Walnuts, think of a cookie. Okay, $50 size. Hey! I do have a $50 to refer to somewhere.